I will talk about the cost of governance yet again because it's in the news. It's one of the big stories for today. Not on the big stories, but one of the big stories making the rounds today. And then the top of the 5 o'clock hour, you and I will talk some more. And this time, I will look at the NLC and their threat of a strike and the meeting with the federal government. And we'll look at the palliative distribution and all of that stuff. And I've got a very important question for you, that very conversation. So I would love it if you stay with me all through the conversation for today, right from now up until 7 p.m. Where, of course, after the major news at 6, you and I will do the open season, a recap of our conversation, our discuss for today. All right, to the big stories. What do I have lined up for you? NAF, that is Nigerian Air Force, destroys 30 illegal refineries in Degema local government area in 2 months. Interesting. Police say that they are not aware. I think I made a mistake there. So if you're on Facebook, you probably want to correct that. Police say they are not aware that cultists impose levy on Ahoada West communities. Police say that they are not aware that cultists impose levy on Ahoada West communities. And then I've got a final one. Federal universities must increase fees or run a risk of closure. And this is coming from the Committee of Visas. I might just add Jara like we like to do when we go to the market. And most especially this period where we are facing severe economic realities. And the Jara story, I might just add it, is the Ministry of Social Welfare tackling beggars, people with mental issues, and people who do not have where to stay but they stay on the streets. And so that's the Jara story, just in case I finish my big 3 stories in time. So let's get to the first one. The Nigerian Air Force says air strikes have destroyed at least 30 active illegal oil refining sites in Cotton Channel and Bile in the Degema local government area of River State. Now, the Air Force spokesperson, Air Commodore Edward Gapwet, said in a statement on Sunday that the air component of Operation Delta Safe destroyed storage tanks, reservoirs, and Cotonou boats suspected of siphoning crude oil from a flow station. It said the illegal refining sites have been destroyed in the areas of Bile and Cotton Channel in the last 2 months. And I know we've discussed this in one of our big story segment, I think a week or 2 ago. And, I asked the question, how do you judge this fight by the military against illegal refiners in the Niger Delta? And this question is a good one now at this point, again, because currently crude oil is selling at $94 at the international market. Nigeria is not making any gains from it because Nigeria cannot meet OPEC quota, yet again because of the activities of illegal refiners who go busting pipelines and all the other things that happen, oil spills here and there. Also, there is the talk about Nigeria losing so much money as a result of these activities done by the illegal refiners. Do you think this is a good move? I'm going to ask that question again. Do you think it's a good move given the situation that the country is finding it difficult to get good revenue? That's what they say. It's not my words. They're finding it difficult to get good revenue, and they're looking for revenue from all sorts of places. And they don't want to go out borrowing like the last administration did, because our debt state is not something to write home about. So yeah, they're looking at it from all of these directions. And I'm wondering, the fight against the boys in the creek, the fight against the boys in the bushes, the fight against the boys who are doing illegal refining, is this a good fight for the common good of Nigeria? What do you think? And it's very, yet again, pertinent because we're talking River State. This is in Degema local government area. I want to believe the fight will go to other local governments and other states in the Niger Delta as well, where illegal refining is done. But the story is pertinent and is, would I say, needed, necessary, because yet again, it is in River State, and it takes us back to what the governor had said some time ago, that you can bomb these places, but the real fight should be taken to the sponsors of these boys who give them money to set up these refining sites, illegal refining sites. What is your take on this? But let's move on to the next one. Police say they are not aware that cultists impose levy on Ahoada West communities. So over the weekend, I think on Friday to be specific, we got a report from an anonymous source talking about how boys in Ahoada West local government area who belong to one cult, or should I call it a gang, go around the communities and say, hey, we need 10 million naira. We used to hear those kind of stories in the northern part of the country where the bandits, the Boko Haram boys, the Boko boys like we call them, will go to communities and say, you want our security, you don't want us to come bomb you, you don't want us to come attack you, then pay XYZ amount of money. And, the conversation then was, can we have these people pay taxes to bandits and pay taxes to criminal elements, given that we have a government whose primary responsibility is to protect the lives and the properties of citizens of Nigeria? That's why we pay taxes. Yeah, that's why we have a government. That's why we pay allegiance to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Now, in the northern part, and that was the argument. But now it's a story that we are beginning to hear in River State, not just the South, now in River State, where they are afraid. According to what I've heard, they are afraid. They don't want to come out. They don't want to talk about that because they don't want to be the target of these boys. But the communities are already beginning, according to this eyewitness report, should I call it that, or anonymous report, are beginning to raise the money. Let's take a listen.
That very day that they killed the DPO, the gangs in Ahoada West started sending messages across the various communities. They were asked to pay 10 million naira before the end of the month, else they will come and raise down the whole community. They are not paying 100,000 naira for survivor, and it's not good. This morning there's a report that the boys, the two baba that they are chasing, is now in Ahoada West. Palliative that were brought to us, they moved it and sent to these boys across to their various hideouts. When we say we want to fight insecurity, the government should be sincere about it.
Wow! I didn't even listen to that part where he talked about palliatives being given to the boys. My goodness me! But then again, this is a serious issue. This is really a serious issue, and it needs all the investigation that there is. Now, whether true or false, whether false alarm or not, it needs all the investigating that there is, from the DSS to the military intelligence to the police intelligence, even if you want to add the civil defense intelligence. All of the intelligence should be put to play to find the credibility of this anonymous report. But take a listen again. He had some other things to say.
The state government, the Nigerian police, and other relevant security agencies should come to Ahoada West and comb Ahoada West. Two Baba is in Ahoada West. They should stop looking far when the boy is close. He's in Ahoada West. He's no longer in Ahoada East. They should also put their torchlight into Ahoada West. They should come and help us. The late Bako, there was a time he entered into Ahoada West and raided some communities. He arrested some of these boys. Immediately, they sent message across to him that Ahoada West is not his jurisdiction. He should not come into Ahoada West.
It really is interesting, but the police responded. Yeah, they did. I think it was in our 6 o'clock bulletin today, so just give me a minute while I look for it. It's almost time for a commercial. Police say they are unaware of any levy imposed on any community in Ahoada West local government area by suspected cultists. The spokesperson of the River State Police Command, SP Grace Iringa Koko, said these after a stakeholder in Ahoada West raised alarm that suspected cultists had demanded 10 million naira security levy from some communities in the local government area. Speaking of this, SP Iringa Koko called on the stakeholders from the affected communities to make a formal complaint to the police about the incident. Oh my goodness. Do we? Sorry. I thought we were looking for the killers of the SP DPO, the former DPO of Ahoada East. I thought we were looking for the killers, and someone then raises an alarm and say, "Oh, the boys are operating." Is it not the duty of someone to correct me? I really need correction on the show. I don't know it all. I want to hear from you, but I mean, I need correction, right? Is it not for us to go into the bushes in Ahoada West and combat, like the anonymous report says? Should we not go there and investigate? Oh, is it not how it's done? I'm wondering. I'm asking. I do not know. I'm not a security agent. But shouldn't we go out there and investigate? And this is what we talked about last week, yeah? The proactive security measures, should we not be applying them in this situation to be proactive and not reactionary, just in case something happens and then we begin to run out of scouter? I've got a commercial break coming up, very, very quick commercial break. So I'll be back in 2 minutes and I'll give you the last big story for today. Just stay tuned. big three stories making the round, and we are on the third one. We just talked about the first one that has got to do with just give me a minute. The first one has got to do with NAF, that's the Air Force, destroying 30 illegal refineries in Degema LGA in 2 months. The second big story has got to do with police saying that they are not aware that cultists impose levy in Ahoada West communities. And we're still looking at that story. We're trying to get to the root of it. And I'm hoping that the police will do the needful and do a proper investigation so as to allay fears or to apprehend the perpetrators if there are any. Right? Now to the very last one. Federal universities must increase fees or run risk of closure. Committee of Visas. Now, the Committee of Vice Chancellors of Nigerian Universities has made it clear that it is no longer possible for any federal university in Nigeria to sustain operation again without increasing the obligatory and some other fees being charged to students. Now, the Secretary General of the committee, Professor Yakub Ochefu, shared this position in an exclusive interview with the Tribune Online at the weekend, maintaining that the old fees regime in any of the federal universities is no longer relevant in the current economic reality in the country. And he went ahead to explain that given the current economic reality, the schools would have to run, and they have to run on diesel, they have to run on other things, and they're rarely shut down. It's all, even when schools are on holidays, the gates of the schools are usually open, and that's what he argued. And he said that they would have to increase the fees to be able to maintain or to run the school, because it takes money to run the school. And I've added these to the big three stories just to ask, students, parents alike, do you think, and even people who love to talk for development, do you think maybe we should embrace the move? Inflation is over 25%. Looking at the price of okay, that's still inflation. I mean, basically, the economy is in a bad state, and we're trying to recover. We're trying to do everything that we can to get it back on its feet. However, businesses would have to increase their prices to be able to stay afloat, or else a lot of them will go on the ground. And the universities are one of them. The federal universities are one of them. So what do you think? How do you think we can get past this impasse? Do we increase the fees? Do we not increase the fees? But will an increment of fees bring about an increase in service delivery at the federal universities? Maybe that's the question a lot of people should be asking. Will it make the lecturers? Will it make the teachers? Would it make even non-academic staff go about their duty in a very good manner, responsible manner? These are some of the questions. But generally, what do you make of it? Because they are saying if you do not increase the fees, the schools may die. I'd like to get your thoughts. And just quickly, as Jara, like I promised, the Rivers State Ministry of Social Welfare and Rehabilitation has advised residents to refrain from giving money to people asking for monetary help on the streets in order to keep the streets clean and safe. State Commissioner for the Ministry, Inime Aguma, gave the advice in an interview with our correspondent, Martha Okere-Nkem, as the ministry continues to remove the mentally challenged and people experiencing homelessness on streets in Port Harcourt. So you probably must have heard the news being read on our station here, 92.3 Nigeria Info. I just wanted to add that as Jara. What do you make of that? What do you make of that move by the Rivers State government? So these are my big stories for today. I'm going to open the phone lines now. 0817 00. No, that's not it. I'm sorry. I'm too excited. 0817 923 0002. The second one, 0817 923 0003. That's the second number. We're live on Facebook, Nigeria Info PH. We're live on YouTube, Nigeria Info PH. We're active on X, Nigeria Info PH. Let's take the conversations online as well. Let's go beyond the studio and go online and talk for development. WhatsApp 0809 030 6416. You can follow me on socials and take the conversation to my wall as well, or even on any of my social media platform. Kalada is my handle. TheKalada. Remember, there is a call screener. She's going to take your name, your location, and I will take your contribution. So let's do it. Let's have a very seamless conversation, but one that is for development and improvement of our society. So it says, good afternoon. Police not aware of cultists collecting levy in River State. Nigerian police is not always aware of anything except people want to protest against harsh government policies. Then immediately, police will gather intelligence report from everywhere and get media to announce that no one should embark on such, as it will be hijacked by hoodlums. Oh my goodness. Austin from Port Harcourt says, good afternoon, Kalada. The payment of security fee to cultists is a norm in Port Harcourt. In the area of Old Port Harcourt Township, they pay at Lagos Street. Shop owners pay up to 10,000 naira to these guys annually. The police should not claim they are not aware. I'm just getting to hear that for the first time, Austin. I mean, I do know there was a time when it was a thing at the Garrison of Gunabali area, but I did not know. I did not know it was in other parts of Port Harcourt Township. Yeah, this was his man of the people. Greetings. River State Police Command said they are unaware of levy imposed on any community in Ahoada by cultists terrorizing Ahoada West local government area. How will they be aware when their men are busy collecting tithes and offerings from motorists? I'm going to edit that part. Time got ability to it, but thank you very much. I've got Robin the farmer from Eche. Robin, welcome on the show.
Good afternoon, my brother.
Yeah, good afternoon to you. Welcome.
Yes, on the issue of police denying knowledge of hoodlums or cultists demanding levy in Ahoada West.
Okay.
You know, they say security issues are not the thing we should discuss on radio. But sometimes when it does appear like this, I wonder the kind of society we are living in.
Okay.
I don't know whether you have heard me. I have been saying that I am a conquered man. I am conquered by the political elites. I am conquered by those who will not want me to live freely, carrying guns, calling themselves generals, and one called all the other. It's not the same society that my late great-grandfathers, my forebearers, my late father, and myself grew. You know, I live in a boarding school. What is police telling us? Canada, can the police public relation officer tell Nigerians and River State that the police station at Ubeta, who is the DPO, are there police officer manning that place? That is in Ahoada West. Can the police public relation officer tell Nigerians and River State that the police post at Odiabede in Ahoada East Local Government area along Abua Road, who are the police officers manning there? What kind of joke is this?
All right.
In the Element Junction here, they are collecting. In my one, they are collecting. In my three,
who are
police
these?
is telling me they are not aware.
Who are these people you talk? You say they collect. What are they collecting, please? Can you
The
inform
same
me?
people that are taxing people of Ahoada West to pay. The same people, they are doing it in the nose of police in Port Harcourt here. They are doing it.
So okay, fine. You've raised strong allegations, which I need to verify. But I want to ask you. You say in mile 3, you said in Eleme, you called one of that place. How much are they collecting? Who are these people collecting? What are their names? Can you give me an information on that?
Straight to the point, Canada, I've told you, anyone who calls on radio and mention his or her name, the person is ready to die anytime, any day.
Okay.
You say the truth, you die. You lie, you die. My name is Robin Maja the farmer.
Robin Maja the farmer.
Listen to me. When I say my three market, the whole of that area, Bishop Okoye.
All right.
I talk about Diobo, my one, all that Sangana, all that area. Police know.
All right.
They know.
All right. Robin, thank you. I've got to let you go now at this point. Ida from Inkoro, welcome. What is on your mind?
Yeah, Kalada, thank you very much.
Welcome.
I want to talk about this who are in the street begging. Kalada is too much.
Okay.
If you come to Lagos bus stop houses, you see women begging with children. They will stand. There are many If you come to Lagos bus stop now, you will see them. Let the state government please evacuate these people. And now they are bringing. I saw one motor like that. Another guy 1 o'clock, Arumola, want to poor people there. I don't know the people. They always bring mad people from other states, beggars from other states. They should please evacuate these people on the road.
All right, then.
Please come to Lagos bus stop. They have there. They are sitting down to collect money. I don't want to mention the tribe.
When Lagos bus stop, I want to go there. When Lagos bus stop, please.
Come there, yes.
Where now?
If you come to that St. Mary's houses, you will see them.
Okay.
When you come, ask of it, that they will show. Which am
I don't want you. Just tell me where the people are collecting the money so I can go there.
Come to opposite former MTN. Once you get to Lagos bus stop,
okay,
back of St. Mary's, you will see them. They are lined up there.
They are
begging. Then opposite Pink Supermarket.
Oh, you're talking of
you will also see them.
Oh, you're talking of people begging. Here. All right then. Thank you very much. Moving on now, Daniel from Transamadi. Daniel, greetings to you. Welcome on the show.
Canada, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon to you.
The Nigerian police, Rivers State Police, denial of not having knowledge of the cultism, collecting money from people.
Mm.
Even if police is aware, what would they do?
They're supposed to secure the land.
It's a big question because
they are supposed to secure the land.
As far as I'm concerned, they will do nothing.
Oh, okay.
Over the years, we have had cultism. And whether we like it or not, it may be speculation that I want to speculate. There are relationships between these people and police. Police will not tell me that those individuals, one way or the other, have not been in police station. But they get away with it, or some of the crime they committed. Secondly, the people who want them to fight crime over collecting money of cultism are the same individuals behaving the same way in their police station, which is barely free. And are collecting money. That is illegality on itself.
Mm.
So an illegality of an institution, you want them to go and fight the illegality of individuals that are not authorized to do so. So that is the system we find ourselves. We have a system that everything is falling apart. Because I don't see a reason why a cultism, an individual, is collecting money from civilians. Go to the north. Is here bandits. Farmers are paying for bandits. So what have already happened to Nigerian security system? One is corruption.
All right.
Secondly, some of them are there, they don't want to do job. Thirdly, it's all about greedy that is in Nigerian society. We will make it by all means.
All right. Then.
If not, I don't see a reason why the same system here is happening everywhere in Nigeria.
All right.
Which is crime and the money. And people are so proud to collect money from ordinary citizens. It's not easy to be a Nigerian. Seriously, it's not easy to be an ordinary citizen. Because everything is against you. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. I've got Real Gift from Port Harcourt Township. Remember, we're live on Facebook, Nigerian for PH, and we're live on YouTube as well, Nigerian for PH. Real Gift, welcome on the show. What is on your mind, please?
Good afternoon to you, Chief K.
Yeah, good afternoon, Real Gift. Welcome.
Any chicken that decides to visit the house of a native doctor has made up his mind to die.
Okay.
So, when they say give names, Chief K, what you have on your hand, you don't need a mute to assess.
Real Gift, I get the point, but can I be pointed in the direction so I can go see for myself? The Real Gift, are you there? Hello? The Real Gift? Okay, I think we have a network issues there. What is happening now? Okay.
Based on your show now.
Okay. Keep your calls coming in, and let's get to hear from you what you think. Let's say this one: the Association of Vice Chancellors should know the universities are not profit-making institution, and they should be thinking about improving the academic standard of the students rather than emphasizing on how to raise fees without considering the poor students. Also, the Nigerian police should not wait for official report from the people of Ahoada before acting on the threat by cultists in the area demanding levies from communities, but should investigate and bring those culprits to book. Woike Ordinaka with that one. Okay, Miguel, is that the name? Miguel from Port Harcourt. Is it Miguel? All right, welcome on the show. What's your name?
Okay, Canada, good evening to you from here. You're speaking with Miguel. I'm calling you from Port Harcourt.
Okay, Miguel. Miguel, welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're doing a nice job.
All right, thank you very much.
Canada, please, before I go ahead, I was even thinking they have stopped police people from mounting checking points and all of that.
Not entirely.
Yeah.
Not in all areas. There are places where checkpoints are very important and very vital. Yeah.
Because I'm beginning to be surprised. Even as I speak to you, if you go to this Ikoku by what is the name of this Anglican church, they always mount there collecting money from people.
Who's collecting?
And according to them, sorry.
Who's collecting money?
I mean, police people.
Oh,
They
okay.
claim they are stopping vehicle and at the same time searching. And I do see them collecting money from people. Right? Then if you are moving towards this Ulu Obasanjo, that's their police station there, at that roundabout, especially at night, I usually see them. They do collect money from taxi drivers. The worst...
Miguel, my focus. Can you hear me now, please? Our focus is not necessarily police collecting money, but we are looking at the anonymous report from Ahoada West, and we're saying, why can't the police go investigate already? Why is the police waiting for the people of Ahoada West to come back them or come report before they go investigate?
Okay, is that the topic on the ground?
Yeah, that's what we're looking at. But thank you nonetheless for calling in. I've got Real Gift back on the phone. Real Gift, welcome back. What's on your mind, please?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Let me go straight to the top story today.
Let's hear you.
About the Nigerian Air Force. I want to ask you a question. With all these bombings so far, has the production capacity of Nigeria improved?
So I hear,
it has improved.
Marginally. I mean, I hear we made some profits.
That means Chief K,
yeah.
For me, are they looking at the impact on the environment, on the people that domicile within this environment also? The Air Force is even flouting. I know it's not in the law, but I thought some time ago, is it the National House of Reps said the security agency should stop bombing facilities. Now, they are now defying that comment or that order, whatever, from the from the National Assembly, telling you that they are above the laws as far as I'm concerned.
So real gift now. Let's talk for development. You know, I like solutions rather than complaints, right? Rather than focusing on the problems. How best do you think the police, or rather the Air Force in this case, can tackle this issue? Because if they don't tackle these boys, I mean, the environment will still be degraded, given the manner in which these boys refine their product.
Now, let me start. How easy is it that when production is on, these boys are able to tap into those pipelines to siphon their own crude oil? That is one. That means you have to look from the inside, because the inside that eats up the cola nut is inside the cola. Now, if they go on air surveillance, can they inform the ground troops? They can now move in. Some of these products can be seized. I don't know if we have refinery that's working, but those that have been refined by these boys can be sold auction to Nigeria, because already we are using this product. Rather than endangering the people's lives within that area, the environment inclusive. So for me, I think they should look for
real
way
gift.
of getting...
Real gift.
Yes.
We had a conversation. Was it on Friday? Was it on Thursday? Where a former staff of the refinery was in the studio, and he talked about how there are certain components that are needed to be removed for the petrol to be standard, and that these boys don't really do that, and so their products are not standard. So are you asking the Nigerian government to sell substandard products? Is that what you're saying?
The one they brought from Belgium, what was the standard?
Interesting.
For me, I'm not encouraging it. But the thing is this, you can look for a way to plumb the rough edges and then sell it to the public, for goodness sake.
Okay.
And in any case, as we talk now, can you convince me that we Nigerians are not making use of those products the way they are today? In terms of kerosene, I know I listened to him and I agreed with him completely. But in terms of kerosene, when was the last time you went to any gas plant or gas station, or petrol station to buy quality kerosene for yourself or for any other person?
All right, Real Gift, thank you. I've got to move on now. I've got Obed from GRA on the phone. Obed, welcome. What's on your mind? Obed, I can hear you clearly. Can you speak again?
Good afternoon, Canada.
Yeah, good afternoon to you. Welcome.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Go ahead with your thoughts, please.
Canada, no function.
Obed.
Can you hear me?
Obed, it's terrible. It's terrible. I know the rains are falling. It's terrible.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you now, please.
You see, looking at the economic life of Nigeria right now, the vice chancellors are coming up to increase fees in university. How much is minimum wage in Nigeria? How much? You understand?
Yeah.
So I think all this is unnecessary. It is indeed unnecessary. Because by the time you are increasing this fee, people is going to drop from university.
Okay.
I don't know if you watched a friend some time ago when the girl was crying that she doesn't want to drop during that process in Lagos.
Unilag, yeah.
Yes. So how will people, the less privileged ones, how will they meet up this fee the vice chancellors are coming up with when the minimum wage is not increasing? Even most of the state governors who posted then that they were going to increase minimum wage, today we are still having issue minimum wage. And you say you want to increase fee. Oh, wow.
All right, then. All right, thank you very much. I've got Clement from NTA Road. Clement, greetings. Welcome. What's on your mind, please?
Yeah, greetings, Mr. Kalaga.
Yeah, greetings to you.
Our Nigerian police said they are not aware that some persons are on behalf of the government.
Yeah, not on behalf of the government. No, not on behalf of not illegally, not on behalf of the government, please.
Illegally collecting tax from people. The question is, what is the police aware of? A philosopher who used to work in your studio then, by the name of Dayo Nishaki, always have the popular quote that they don't know anything.
Okay.
In fact, they are not even aware.
Okay.
They are not our boys. You see, these are the quotes that they usually feed us with to cover up or for us to give them excuses, and then we see everything keep going bad. You are looking for where it happened. Let me give you, if you don't mind, Canada, just take a stroll this evening to Rumukuro markets. The people that display their product along the road. If you take your time to stand for just 30 minutes, you will see a policewoman, some come on mufti and some come on the uniform to collect 100 naira, if it's not 200 naira now, from every trader on that road. That is one.
That's an allegation on the police side. But then again, now Clement, I will. Clement, but that's not what we are talking about. We're talking about cultists collecting money, security levy, so to say, from communities at two different sides of the story. And secondly, I'm going somewhere, Clement. Secondly, these traders expose themselves, to this extortion. I'm sorry I'm saying it, but I have to say it. They are not supposed to be selling on the road. Right, they're supposed to be selling in the market, in stalls, and that's where they're supposed to be. So, one, they're already breaking rather flouting the law, and as they're flouting the law, the police is also taking advantage of that to extort them.
So concerning the 100 million naira that was used as a bounty, Mr. Caladan, are they not even aware? Pictures are flat. These are on the internet. How this same person is brandishing guns with his voice in that same forest. I do not aware of that one too. So they should go and report to the police first before they will take action. We will not go and report.
All right,
because
then.
all of us the internet.
All right, then. All right, it's almost time for a commercial break. So I'm going to take this one last call. Lumba, welcome.
I agree to Canada, my man.
Yeah, welcome. Quickly, run through your thoughts now, please. Yeah.
See, what I want to talk about is, when that was there, he said the people that are paid to know something are the people that do not know. That is the case of police.
Okay.
But that is not my interest, by the way. What is the importance now? Now, this pumping of oil fire. Let me tell you something. There is no way two wrongs can make a right. The people that are refining fuel, they refine the fuel because of Nigerian government fail to meet up to give people fuel. They make the market available for them. That is why fire.
Stay updated with all the current.
Go ahead, I'm listening to you. Oh my. Oh, sorry, we lost that connection there. Okay. In about a minute, we'll go for a commercial break. But I'm going to read this one. It says, "Greetings, Kalada. By the account of the anonymous testimony on the saddling security situation in Ahoada West and the quick response of police in denying knowledge of the issue, by intelligence, it is easy to deduce that some leaders, the Ahoada West chairman and chiefs, are somehow accomplice to the illegal tax collection and insecurity within those communities. That was how Boko Haram and bandits were operating in some communities in the north. DSS should please help the people. I don't trust the police in this matter. The police is aware of the criminal activities of cultists in River State." Emifiaga, those are strong allegations. But after the commercial break, I read some more WhatsApp messages and I get your thoughts on the issues that we have reeled out on the show.
Nigeria Info. Right back after this.